Hi, I'm Hayley from Parallel Coaching, and in this video I'm going to do a top of the pops style rundown of the top 5 traits needed to be an absolutely outstanding personal trainer. Now there's a lot of different traits, a lot of different characteristics that you'll read that people say that you need in order to become a personal trainer, or that you should have if you really want to make it. But there are lots of different characteristics in every person as an instructor, and as you would have noticed, some not so great, others absolutely amazing. So we're going to focus just on those top 5 that really do sift out the cream of the crop. In at number 5, serve like royalty. Now what I want you to think about is a time whereby you've bought a service or a product, and when you bought that service or product, yes, you exchanged money, but you felt like royalty based on how the people serving you went above and beyond your expectations. They put everything out there. And that's what the best personal trainers do. They literally layer on the nutrition, the advice, the mindset, everything that you could possibly need to help you get to your goal. They don't just sit with you in the gym and sort of babysit you whilst you're on the treadmill. Instead, they work with you for every single aspect of what you need, even if that means calling you out. Now that ability of serving like royalty also can be transformed across to their marketing, and that's also what makes a really great personal trainer. It's about serving that client at the highest level they possibly can, and that's what really makes an awesome PT. So serve like royalty. Number 4 of our top 5 traits is to be analytical and questioning. Now this has 3 different sections to it. So the first of which is about being analytical and questioning of yourself and your own practices. So the very best of PTs that we've worked over years and years of working in the industry, they have all been really great at evaluating their own practice. Now that means every time you do a session, every time you give some advice, every time you do a video, you review it and you go, that bit wasn't so great, but this was really great. And then they work on the areas that need improving. Now that is being analytical and questioning of your own ability, so you can grow and be better every single time that you do that session or give advice to your clients. The second is about being analytical of your client's behaviour. Now, clients are sometimes really honest, and they're honest themselves, they're honest to you. But sometimes you get clients that aren't necessarily even being honest to themselves, whereby they will say, oh, I've not eaten this or I've not done that, but in reality they have. And actually what it turns out is that they're lying to themselves about what they can achieve, and it's your job as a personal trainer, especially when you're really analytical to those little things, you can find out what the real reason is behind the excuses they may give or the answers that they may give to the questions that you have. So being analytical is key for their behaviour. And then the third one is analytical of your client's posture. Massive fan of this bit, and it really does make you shine as a proper top level personal trainer when you're working with them one-to-one in the gym or even in a group-based environment. But if you can work with them and correct all those different areas of their posture and really show that you're paying attention, then your client's going to feel like that royalty we mentioned in number 5. It's going to make them feel like you are there to improve their performance, which you are, and that everything you do is there to help them. And that's what being analytical and questioning is all about. It's about improving practice as you move forward every single session that you might do. Number 3, having heart. Now, having heart is not just about bursting into tears whenever your client tells you their sob story, but it's actually about understanding and having a caring nature, that you genuinely want the best for your clients, you want them to get their goals, and you genuinely like working with them. Now, there is a caveat to this. There is only one way you're going to be able to do that, and that's if you genuinely do like working with all your clients. So if you've got some clients that you go, ugh, I really don't want to work with them, or you start working with them and you're like, God, they're just a drain of my time and my energy, then you're never going to feel genuinely warm towards their needs. So what you need to do is actually tell them to take a hike. If you don't like a particular way that a client is, or you don't want to work with them, you don't have to. That is entirely up to you. So as part of having heart, sometimes it's to say no and go, actually you'll be best with a different trainer. And that means that the clients that you do work with, you can give your full attention and full love and care to help them get to those goals. Fighting it out for the top spot is number 2, all about the goal. Now, if you've ever bought anything, then you're buying it for a set reason. So people that are buying personal training sessions or a package are buying it because they want to achieve a goal. Now that goal is only as good as the programming that happens to get to that goal. So let's say, for example, we take the car in for an MOT, and instead of actually doing the MOT, servicing it and giving you a certificate at the end of it, which is what you paid for, it's what you wanted, they dismantle some things and just go, well, it's in vogue at the moment, it's in fashion at the moment to have this air freshener and also to have no lights on the front of your car. You would be absolutely livid because it doesn't actually achieve you to get the MOT that you need. And that's the same thing that happens for personal training. Really, really important that you focus on what their goal is, not your goal, but also that you program appropriately physiological adaptations in that plan to allow them to get their goal. Not a mixture of funky, sexy exercises because there's a new bit of equipment in the gym or because you personally like doing a set exercise. It's important to program for that goal, remind your client of the goal, and hold them accountable to that goal the whole way through. That will also probably include nutrition advice. It'll probably include exercise advice outside of that session with you. So it's a case of programming to that goal, and it really culminates everything we were talking about serving them like royalty, but do it for the goal, for your client's goal, not for your goal. Number 1, the top spot, learning for life. Most of the very successful personal trainers that I've worked with or spoken to have all said that their success is down to the fact that they have never stopped learning and that they continue to learn. So what happens is most personal trainers will take their knowledge for granted. They will work up their knowledge whilst in training, they will do their exams, pass, and then close their book and never look at it again. Now the problem with this is that our memory is actually a lot worse than we give credit for, especially if we're not using it or trying to physically remember it. So, for example, what did you have for dinner 5 nights ago? Just have a think. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. Now, you might be able to remember, in which case, hats off, really, really well done. If you can't, this just shows, doesn't it, that actually we can't just stop learning. We can't stop layering this information in because it will disappear out of our brain. So, really, really important is to make sure that you are topping up your knowledge, either refreshing the old stuff, going over things that you've learned in training, or thinking about the new things that you could learn that would help all your clients achieve their goal, which helps manifest all the other points we were talking about. Like number 5, serving your clients like royalty. You can only do that and you can only program towards the goal if you know how to get the goal. So you might be topping up your knowledge in loads of different ways. You might be doing nutrition courses, you might just be reading books. So apart from all of the obvious things about being a much more rounded personal trainer and being able to keep up with the competition, it actually has been shown that those that grow, that continually learn and find that they're in a challenging place regularly at work, enjoy their job a lot more. So if you stay stagnant or stay in a plateau, not learning anything new, doing the same exercises, doing the same kind of programs, then the chances are you'll get bored. So it's really important that you shake things up and get learning. As this final one is so important, we want to help you as best as we can to help you kind of feed that brain with lots of nuggets of information as much as you possibly can. So what we've done for you is if you click the link that's with this video, you'll be able to join us on our weekly newsletter. Now this newsletter is an email that comes across, but it is full of information. And what we do is we deliver nuggets of information, these little knowledge bombs that will really help you as a fit pro moving forward. You're going to find information on the physiological changes that you need to get goals, the nutrition. You're going to find information on how to work with the mindset of your clients, but little nuggets of information that will be delivered straight into your inbox every week so that you are in a place of absolute power to help you become the most outstanding personal trainer you could possibly be. So if that sounds good to you, then hit the link that's with this video, pop in your details and we'll send you a quick email. I would love to hear from you. So let us know in the comments box below, which of these 5 do you think is the most important? Is it learning for life like we chose? Maybe you've got a totally different trait in there that you think is the most important that a personal trainer should have. But I would love to hear from you, so pop that comment in the box below. If you like this video, make sure you hit the little thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel and also share this with your friends. Thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.